Heyo! Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I made a big decision. I decided to sell the two most valuable Fiero items that I have. Big deal for me because they're sort of the centerpiece of my Fiero collectibles, of the whole collection that I have, which is massive. Guy has been asking me for many months. These are actually prototype Fiero badges. They were pre-production samples in 1988, which was the last year that Fieros were actually produced to the public. They started designing the 1990 model. So 1989 is when they came out with a prototype saying that, well, we're going to release this in 1990. It was awesome. It had a 3.4 liter dual overhead cam, which was the same engine from like the early 90s GTP. Great engine, 220 horsepower and torque. It weighed less than a Corvette, handled better than a Corvette, was cheaper than a Corvette, and it was mid-engine. For those of you wondering about the brand new Corvette, it's more like a Fiero than a Corvette. The first factory sample is gray, sort of a monotone gray. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's sort of like a metallic flake put into a darker gray plastic. And then the second iteration is chrome. It's still plastic, but they use chrome, and then they use the same gray here. So I sold them. I put a high number on them. Someone offered me exactly that number. Really nice guy that I've been talking to. He's been asking me pretty much all of 2021 if I would sell my prototype badges. Finally said, okay, I'll accept your offer. I checked my cell phone and I got PayPal'd. A little bittersweet because they're sort of like best thing I have in my collection. I put a number on them that was just sky's the limit. I didn't tell him what that number was. And I just thought, you know what, if I don't get a certain number that just makes me say, okay, I'm ready to go. And he hit that number. They're going to help me buy a new vlogging camera and a computer. At least they're going to go towards those. I'm going to get them boxed up and shipped off to the guy. And that has sort of started the gears turning. Maybe it's time to start letting go of my Pontiac Fiero collection. I have tons of toys, t-shirts, jackets, flags, cards, memorabilia, just tons of stuff. I've been collecting it for about 12 years. People are going to say, well, you know, you should really hang on to it because with inflation, it's going to be worth more. Yeah, but the downside with inflation is as things start to cost more, people have less money to spend on it until they start getting paid more, which then in turn causes inflation to go up. As far as selling stuff online, I have been selling things like crazy. Everything must go. Sell, sell, sell. Come on, buy it all. And that's why I got out of collecting things, because you spend so much time and effort and money on buying things that just sit there, when what's really fun is the hunt. Once you've got something, it's like, oh yeah, I got it. You show it off. It's like, yeah, it's great. And then it just sits on a shelf for years, which is what my Fiero stuff has done. And I think I'm ready to let it go. Things are changing. The gears are turning. The tides are rolling out. I'm really starting to let go and embracing minimalism. More so than that, I'm growing as a person.